Good afternoon. Today I will be talking about the recent banning for cards in Commander. The first card is Mana Crypt, and this is what the Rules Committee said. Coming down for no mana on turn 1, it's quite possible to have the explosive start of Mana Crypt into a Signet or Talisman, land, and another Signet, leaving that player untapping 5 mana on turn 2. In games going 12 plus turns, the accumulated threat of damage from Mana Crypt provides a reasonable counterbalance for its explosive effect when you are snowballing to a 6 to 8 turn win. It's a meaningless drawback. Here's what I don't get. Why didn't they ban Soaring? Soaring is almost the exact same, except you have to pay 1 mana, and Mana Crypt just simply does damage at your upkeep phase. They shouldn't have banned Mana Crypt. It's a crazy expensive card, and not all players are willing to pay that much. Really, one of my strong opinions is that they ban all these cards are because they wanted new players to have a fun experience and not go versus these super experienced players that spend a lot of money on good decks. They're like going for the new people. They want to help the new people. That's really what I see in all these bannings. The next card is Jeweled Lotus. Another card that you can have 5 mana on turn 2. Jeweled Lotus does it without even needing a good hand, though you're restricted in what you can do with the mana. 4 and 5 mana commanders can pack a significant punch nowadays. Often draw cards to make up for one-shot mana, and defensive abilities such as Ward can't be interacted with that in the early game. With the Jeweled Lotus, it also makes no sense because it really only works in Commander. It can only get your commander out, it can't get other cards from your hand out, and you have to sacrifice it. Sure, there are cards that can take stuff from your graveyard, but honestly, I don't know how many times people are using Jeweled Lotus in a Commander match. The next card is Dockside Extortionist. And it says, Dockside isn't normally quite as explosive in the early game as the other 2 cards, but it can still go mana positive on turn 2 and start generating substantial treasures after that. It's been on the board for 4 years, and we've shied away from taking action in the past because the card has scaled well with the power level of the table, but is a frequent contributor to the more egregious snowballing starts. This card really only functions well when all of your opponents have a lot of artifacts in play. So they're saying turn 2. Honestly, how many artifacts do people have out on turn 2? Like, I know me and the people I play with, we never have enough artifacts that quickly to have Dockside Extortionist actually pack a good punch. And also, Dockside Extortionist has been like $80, $90. The price has dropped because they wanted to ban it. And also, I think the Rules Committee sold all of their cards that they own of these, and they banned it so they could make a quick buck, and everybody else is basically screwed. And later in the article, they say we're not going to ban Soaring because it's an iconic card for the format. Still, I don't get why they banned Mana Crypt. It's stupid. And then the last card is Nadu, Winged Wisdom, which they say he's been banned in multiple formats. And they're saying he's hugely problematic with other cards. Okay, so are a whole bunch of other cards. And if you think about it, people are going to just find new ways to use other cards that they're like, oh wait, this can combo off really well. So, Nadu being banned, all these cards being banned, there's really no point in it. Commander is a casual format, but they're like just banning it for everything. They should have a competitive Commander format and a casual Commander format. Therefore, not everybody has to stop using the card, and they can still ban stuff when they want. And one of my very large questions is, why didn't they ban different cards? Let's say Winter Orb, Stasis, Krenko, Mob Boss. To be honest, I hate Krenko. He creates too many tokens too quickly. If they should have got rid of anybody, it should have been Krenko. But they shouldn't have banned anything, in my opinion. It's ridiculous. They're like, okay, almost every card is legal, but let's just get rid of more. And these cards almost work in no other formats. There's no point. Like, they should have just looked at EDH Rec and looked at the highest salt scores, since there's been a new salt score stuff that just came in, and they should have just banned some of those cards. I'm honestly surprised the One Ring wasn't on this, or Orcish Bowmasters, or Armageddon. These cards, so many people hate. Why these other ones? It just messed up everything. Everything. And I kind of feel like they will unban some of these cards in the future, realizing that it was maybe a mistake. Perhaps if there are enough people that complain about it, they will change it. So, that's my honest opinion. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.